the land of illusion. Welcome to your final resting place. I see your mind's full of delusion. When you look in the mirror, do you see your own face? Welcome to California, a place for hopes, a place for dreams, a place.
Hey, welcome to Modern Art Blitz. I'm your host, Matt Gleason, and this is a full hour of blitzing modern art. I just realized I didn't post on Facebook. Hey everyone, tune in. I did Facebook Live for you, but I didn't post it on my page. But I'm sure people are watching, and we're also archived on YouTube and our own modernblitz.com, as well as dronebox.com. Dronebox.com is where we tape. Do they still tape if it's digital? It's not really tape.
It's not tape anymore.
It's not tape.
I feel like they still call it that though.
Yeah, they tape.
They record
We're gonna
it.
film.
We shoot it.
Yeah, we shoot it. Well, that, anytime that could happen. Somebody out there, okay. Anyway, dronebox.com is the studios we shoot live at. We shoot here. I'm Matt, of course, but this is the Skechers seat. And in the Skechers seat sits my intern, Eliza. How you doing, Eliza?
Good. I thought you forgot my name for a second.
No.
All right,
No,
good.
yeah, but I just had to
done.
think, are you still my intern? And then I said, yeah, you had to put the chairs away today, didn't you?
The chairs? No, I handed them off to somebody else.
You handed them off to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. At my gallery, we will lend you our chairs. Just give them back. Okay. So before the show tonight, I got a very urgent text message from intern Eliza that she had fallen into that dreaded state called hangry.
You don't want to get into that, like, hangry point.
And I've been there many times a week. But you were in, there are many times in 1 week that I will get hangry and then I will resolve the situation.
Don't you feel like throughout the day, though, that you...
I am capable of some very brutal things when hangry, as is intern Eliza.
It's really not pretty.
So how could we most quickly and cost efficiently resolve this situation? Well, I went and got her coffee and donuts. I went to we're near a donut shop here. I don't know if it's part of the infamous Honky Donuts chain of Lincoln Heights, but it's where I used to go. That was my favorite donut shop. Main and Daily. I want you to go there and say hi to the people there. Very nice people. Great donuts.
If they use your name to say hi, are they going to react nicely to
Just
to
say the
them
guy
there?
who used to get 4 shots of espresso but then had to get a pacemaker said to say hi. Okay? Anyway, so I bought Eliza coffee and donuts, and I have some extra donuts here, and I want to point out to the audience the most dangerous donut on earth. This is the most dangerous donut on earth. It's a lemon fill, but look at the powder. See the powder?
They see that?
Look at
Oh
my
my
pants.
God!
Look what it does. Look how dangerous these are. Look how dangerous. Look, and that just touched it.
That actually just adds to all the other stains you have on your pants, so it's fine.
It's mostly dog slobber. The dog just comes right up, hey, I love you. Just like, oh well, so much for being pristine till this fucker dies. Okay. And it's still in there. See? It's the stain that keeps
can't
on
believe you
giving.
just
And
did
we
that.
haven't even talked about the lemon jelly in the middle of this. Now, I used to live on these things, by the way. But when they were day old, you could get them for 25 cents. But I do not, I'm gluten-free now. So to eat this donut would give me arthritis. It's so pathetic. Ugh. Oh, it's a trendy diet. Not when your hand's like this. God damn it, I ate a slice of pizza and look at me. Okay, so anyway, we do talk about art, and while we talk about art, lovely Eliza here sketches our guests. We have people from all walks of life, as long as those walks of life are in the very narrow range of contemporary art world. Pretty fucking narrow when you think about it. All walks of life. Boy, this improv thing is just not going well. We should get a teleprompter where I could just read a script. And then if it said all walks of life, I could blame the fucker who wrote it, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, our guests tonight are great artists, and it's the rare combination. They're great artists and they're getting well known. That doesn't happen that often these days, you know? Think about it.
It's impressive.
Huh? It's an
Exciting.
impressive accomplishment here in star-struck Los Angeles. I'd like to welcome the duo of duos, the threateners of cardboard, Dose House.
Hello.
Hello.
We're supposed to applaud.
Hi.
They're applauding for you at home.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I thought we were supposed to applaud.
They're screaming. That would be very narcissistic.
It was.
Now I have a.
It felt
I remember I have a donut here that could ruin your outfit.
Yes.
That could. I'm
So
wearing
we want
it.
you on
Our best behavior.
Yes.
We want you on your best behavior. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Zoe Taylor.
And my name is David Connolly. And yes, we are DOS House.
And you are. I said Dose House, but you're
DOS
DOS House because there's two S's.
Yes.
What does DOS House mean?
DOS House is actually an old British word that means flop house.
Oh, a flop house.
Yes.
Okay.
But we just Germanized it because we didn't.
You Germanize it. Do you aspire to have success in the Rhineland one day?
No.
No.
We're also Le DOS House on all of our social media handles, so we,
Oh, really?
we can't pick a
LE?
language.
That's French, right?
Yeah, yeah. French, English, and German.
So you're in
altogether.
favor of Germany's occupation of. Oh, okay.
That got off to a good start.
Yes. We're ready.
I told him beforehand, oh no, this is just a promo, you guys. No zinger questions. Then I threatened them with the most dangerous donut on
Well,
earth.
it appears I have a very close eye on you.
Oh yeah,
In
look at
the-
that.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, you're right there. Ah!
Yeah.
Okay, oh wait, this way.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay.
I got it.
Yeah. What's going on in this photo?
This is the Eames room.
No, that's not the Eames room.
No, that's
Oh, no, sorry, that's the
That's James
Enzer.
Enzer.
James Enzer.
James Enzer.
Yes.
Is it Enzer? It is, really is Enzer?
It is
Did you
Enzer.
look that up on Wikipedia?
James Enzer.
The pronunciation, I just say James Ensor.
And so
Or-
Because it's Ensor, but you said
yeah,
Enzer, and it
Enzer.
sounded really more European. And frankly, the guy was European.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we went to his hometown in Oostend, and in Oostend, Belgium, and we've always loved James Enzer and his masks. So we wanted to basically take a little step into his world, and that's sort
Yeah,
of
if
how-
you go to his house, his childhood house is still a museum, and
the museum and curio shop.
yeah, it's the curio shop that his mother owned, and so you can go in, and they still have a lot of the old masks. Some of it's reproduction, but a lot of them are still real. The masks that he would use in his paintings and his little studios up above, and
So for 19th century Europe, he had a pretty weird existence.
he sure did.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was
He-
shrunken mermaids and
Shrunken Mermaid.
And
Yes.
he worked in this little
Not just
seaside
mermaids.
town that was very similar to like Santa Monica or something. It's
Yeah.
like the end of the 3rd Street Promenade is,
Oh, really?
is where
she
their
had the
little shop
she had
was.
she had the franchise
yeah,
store
it
there.
was
Wow.
it was a tourist shop.
Okay, so you visit the beach, you buy a James Ensor, you know,
Right.
5 generations later, it's worth
It's-
$3 million, but they didn't know that then. They just
Right.
said, it was a crappy
They
tourist
probably
shop.
just bought some shells and went home.
yeah.
They bought some shells,
Yeah.
some shaved ice, and made
Right.
fun of the kid with the masks.
Yeah.
Little to be known. So James Enzer, pardon me, Enzer is
Enzer.
big
He doesn't
influence.
mind.
We have quite a few influencers.
No matter whose influences you, though, you use cardboard.
We do.
Yes, we strictly
is-
use.
Why cardboard?
It's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And I suppose you really just can't build anything with cardboard.
Okay.
And that's what
As
we-
long as it doesn't have to be structurally safe, I guess, right?
Oh, we
Structurally
pretty.
safe, I wouldn't say, but structurally sound.
Sound.
You can make sounds
okay,
to things.
okay. So you've built a number of things out of cardboard from household objects. We're looking at some little things here. You got a cardboard scissors, cutting
That's
cardboard film.
That's the film room there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, but in addition to that, you got all the household items there. But you've built cardboard cars.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What's the biggest thing you've ever built out of cardboard?
The car is the biggest, right?
Yeah.
The car or the dining room table.
I say the dining room table.
Yeah, that was bigger, longer.
And did you serve food on it, or did you serve cardboard?
We
food?
served cardboard food on it.
Yes. And did people complain? if they were hungry enough, I bet not. Right?
People love low calorie, high fiber diets.
Yeah.
There are a few complaints.
So where do you buy your cardboard?
we do
Alleyways, they're practically giving it away.
Really?
Yeah.
not. Yes, you'd be surprised.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you don't buy your cardboard.
We do not.
You just dig through trashes?
Yes.
Do people ever call you, hey man, I got some cardboard?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially now, sometimes people will have just, we have patrons of our cardboard arts, right? They call us because they have just a huge pile, and we go pick it up.
Do you ever see like a homeless person pushing a shopping cart with cardboard and go like, do you ever like walk up and say, hey, could I, give you $5 for this and save you the trip to the...
We respect other sourcers.
Oh yeah?
There's an understanding.
So tell me, why, okay, is cardboard, it really is an economic issue then?
Well, it's economic, but it's also kind of just evolved into us working in cardboard. We worked together just kind of doing a lot of other sorts of art, photography and some video stuff and just some painting, and we made a stop motion animation in, it must have been 2012, something like that. And I think she made the joke that she wanted to live in that world. And a little while later, we decided just one day to make some paper clothing, just really rudimentary paper clothing, kind of David Byrne style. And then after that, we found some cardboard. We started painting on it. It seemed to work, and it just seemed to be we were able to do everything we wanted to do. We were able to sculpt and paint and make clothes out of paper, just all of the things that we like to do, we were able to do in this medium. And suddenly it was just like, this is our medium.
You wanted to live in a black and white world. That would explain your black and white and a lot of gray aesthetic, correct?
Yeah.
So is that it? I mean, you're not going to get any psychedelic color out of you?
I don't think in the House of Cardboard.
No.
No?
No, not with cardboard.
Okay, so your cardboard is strictly a black and white experience.
Well, and it is, especially when we do the photographs like you see here, is that we shoot in color, so everything is monochromatic except for the skin tone, and that's the thing that brings the illusion to life.
So when you make an artwork like this is a photograph for sale?
It is a photograph for sale.
Okay,
yes.
But in addition to that, every prop we're looking at, there's a price on it.
Yes, each is an individual sculpture, and then we will gather the individual sculptures into sort of themed rooms for installations, and then we will photograph the installation. We call it kind of trying to find the perfect moment within the installation and taking a photo of that.
So you're in LA now. You're LA based. What part of LA do you? Because LA, it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Right. Our studio's in Inglewood.
Inglewood. Where is it? Are you in the airport building?
At the Beacon building.
Oh, you're at the Beacon Arts building?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I curated a big show there before there were studios.
Yeah.
I kind of got them their start now.
Nice.
But I can't go in there and collect rent though. Not much to brag about. Right?
We love it there. It's great.
So how long? That's your studio. What part of town you live in? Do you live in Inglewood too?
No, we live in West LA.
West
But
LA?
close
That's
to.
a very vague. West LA's vague. Because West LA, I lived downtown so long, West LA starts to me at the 110 freeway. Okay,
It's a big island.
yeah, it's like this. It's like a fog, West LA, because you could be in Malibu, and that could be West LA.
No, Malibu's Malibu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what intersection are you nearest? Like big intersection,
Well, we're
like Pico and Sepulveda.
yeah,
type?
yes. I mean, if you drive like up La Brea, yes. Pico and Sepulveda is well, not Sepulveda. Where are we?
There's a famous song from the 40s, Pico and Sepulveda. You never heard that?
No.
You have to Google that because I watched the video recently for Pico and Sepulveda, and it reminded me of a Dos House artwork. So there you go.
Okay.
So
We have to look that up.
So you're near Pico though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
That's like kind of the keeping it real, part of town, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Authentic.
It's near the studio, which helps.
Okay, so it's a shorter commute to
Yeah,
the studio. So in addition, now when you're on the road, and you guys are on the road on occasion, do you wait to get home to make art, or can you make art on the road?
It depends. It depends on how big the piece is. I
Yeah.
mean, we do make art on the road, and like the
Old
last
End house.
Yeah, when we were just at the Touts Arts Festival, and we built the piece that we showed there beforehand and drove it out. It was a telephone booth. And then on the way back, we decided to do some photographs of our telephone booth out in the middle of New Mexico.
Wow.
And so we
Did you get good reception?
Oh yeah, it was fun. We had a great time.
Yeah. So no, I meant the phone booth.
Oh,
but-
I thought you meant at the festival. Yes.
Sorry. Yes. so now, you're originally from New Mexico?
I am.
You are?
Yes, Taos, New Mexico.
Really?
Yes.
Born and raised?
Raised.
Raised in Taos,
Yes,
New Mexico.
raised in Taos, New Mexico.
Why would you ever leave such a beautiful, amazing place?
I wonder that every day.
Oh no.
Well, Taos is the sort of place that it was. It's quite magical, and I knew that at the time, and it's the reason I think I decided to become an artist. But like with any hometown, you have to leave and go to the polar opposite. And
Would you say that Los Angeles is the polar opposite?
no, well,
I mean,
it was-
literally, well, if you're on a
it was
globe,
it was
it's
the
not the polar
closest
opposite.
closest city.
It's a near. It's
outside
a
of-
close
yeah.
enough city that's as close to being as opposite.
Yes.
Okay, and so therefore, is LA an unmagical place?
Oh, it's a different kind of magical.
It's a different kind of
magical.
Black man. It's
Yeah, I don't get involved.
yeah, scary stuff, baby. So how long have you been in Los Angeles?
About 6 years.
No, you came as a group here.
No.
Or you met here in LA.
We met in Los
Oh
Angeles.
well, there's a little magic here then, right? Now, are you guys married?
No.
But you are involved.
We are Siamese twins. Recently separated, actually. It's
Yeah,
surprising.
it works a lot
Separated at
better.
Mirth.
Yeah. No, just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So where did you guys meet?
It was just at a sort of a gathering of friends. Nothing really.
Were they trying to set you up?
No.
No. I just made an obscure reference to a 1960s French television show,
Geez.
and the only one person in the room who got it was David.
Yeah.
There he was.
There it is.
Yes.
That's just the perfect way to find him, right? You know? Wow. So what else did you find that you had in common besides obscure French films? What else did you bond over? Besides, obviously, you found art together at some
Yeah,
point,
well-
but you know, the initial bonding was
Music, film, art.
you were taste twins.
Yes.
You had the same taste and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we assume it's good taste, right?
I hope so.
You want a donut?
Oh, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. I know you're gonna want the donut by the time you're done drawing.
Obvious.
Because you hangry. So, now this is the car we're looking at. Is this the biggest?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
your big car, right?
That is our
This
big
is the
car.
car.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a 2-scale 1960s Mini Cooper.
Wow. Seats 4.
It does.
Yes.
5 if you all cram
5
in.
if you cram in the back.
Yeah.
But do you think if you've got 5 in there, it might bust the seat down?
Yes.
If you got
Yeah.
one,
Oh, yeah.
it would
Yeah.
burst.
Yeah, if
but-
you got one in there.
Okay. So,
But it is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Not anywhere to hide. But now you showed this. I believe I saw this in Chinatown, right? Was this parked outside the
Yes.
the Gregorio Escalante
Yes,
Gallery?
it was
in
outside.
2015.
Yeah,
It
2015.
was 2015.
It was
No.
just last year almost.
Yeah.
Like,
It was about this time last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so how long did it take to make a
well,
Mini Cooper?
It's by hours with us mostly. It was.
well, it took us 2 solid weeks, but those were very, very long days.
they're pretty packed.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing under the hood though, is there? You didn't do the full engine.
There's nothing.
Fan
full
belt,
engine.
radiator, no?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, so we do have the
Weight,
exterior.
weight was a concern. It still had to be something that 2 people could carry.
And
So,
yeah,
yeah.
now you and
And
that's
actually,
mostly,
that is pretty heavy. It weighs more than a couch.
oh no,
Yeah.
even an IKEA, it's like a cheap IKEA couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. Okay, so do you store this in your studio?
Yeah, it's in the studio.
Okay. What do you do with all the? I mean, let's assume, like every artist should, you're dispersing the artwork you're making. You're selling it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a gallery, right? Are you officially repped?
No.
You just go from show to show. You're the wanderer. You roam around.
Gypsy artist.
Gypsy artist. So let's. I wanted to move to the next slide because.
There's our phone booth in
Yes,
New Mexico.
okay. So now this year you did this.
Yes. This was actually in, what was that? August?
I think so.
September?
Of this year.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
September.
so and you're outside of Albuquerque here, Taos. Where are you?
This is actually this is the old Geronimo Trail, I believe. Isn't
Yes.
this? Right
yeah, this
outside
goes
of
out
Socorro.
past the VLA out there.
What's the BLA?
The VLA?
The
What's
very,
the
very
view?
large array. You know, when you see these photos of massive satellites out in the desert. I think they were in some Spielberg movie, I believe.
Oh, the
think
Close Encounters stuff.
Yes,
It's
so
called
that-
the VLA, the Very,
Very
Large,
Large
Array.
Array.
Yes.
Wow, and they're looking for, or they're listening for extraterrestrial
They're
life.
picking up radio signals. I believe black holes, That's how they study black holes out there.
Do you think the black holes broadcast oldie stations?
Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
okay,
so.
they're just
Yeah.
getting free cable,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's a government scam to get free cable.
Yeah.
It's nothing, there's no UFOs.
Very complicated and expensive.
Yeah, so you get kind of like this. New Mexico's got this kind of science vibe. It's got the there's like what's that place outside of Albuquerque that's like where the nuclear bombs are all.
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos.
Yes.
Okay, so it's got Los Alamos, but then it's got places that are all
The Taos hum.
a lot of. Oh, what's the hum from?
I don't know. I never
You've
heard
heard
it. No, never heard it.
You never heard it,
No,
but I thought everybody heard it.
I don't know.
Do you have to be at a certain wavelength to hear it?
I guess so. I never really got there.
It's not just tinnitus though for like older people.
It might be.
Maybe.
It's like tinnitus for old punk rock. Like there was no Taos hum till after rock and roll had kind of
Yeah,
deafened a
that
generation.
that could be
maybe.
true.
It's highly possible.
Because okay, so there's tinnitus everywhere. But New Mexico also, I mean, it has. Okay, you obviously have the whole Native American establishment of things, but then you also have the whole crystal hippy dippy things. I mean, do the two kind of peacefully coexist?
For the most part,
Yeah.
yes. There's been no clashing.
It's a
really.
good place to be from.
I'd say,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the arts is basically the main foundation of day-to-day life in Taos.
Did you ever show in Santa Fe? That's like the big gallery place, right?
No.
It's but it is the big gallery place,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Santa
yeah,
Fe, like the
there's-
Santa Fe art scene. Now, where are you from?
I grew up in California,
Where?
not too far from here, about 90 miles east, a little town called Cherry Valley.
Cherry Valley.
Cherry Valley.
Where? What county is that in?
That is in San Bernardino County.
Oh, okay. So
right?
you lived out by San Bernardino.
Close-ish, yeah.
Close in,
Up
past
the-
San Bernardino.
Do you know where Oak Glen is?
No.
Oh, okay. All these little
You're just making up
unincorporated
names
areas.
now.
Yeah, it's true.
He's just being
I didn't actually. come from
International man of
California.
mystery. Yeah.
No, but no. I grew up in California.
Did you go to
And-
art school?
Yeah, I moved to New York and I went to NYU.
NYU.
And so I studied film and photography at NYU.
And now you're making cardboard.
Now I'm making cardboard.
cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have you have a film degree. Did you go to art school?
I didn't go to school, ever.
You didn't go to school ever?
No, never been in a classroom. I was homeschooled.
Do you know your ABCs?
CBA.
Oh no. So you were homeschooled.
Yes.
And how do you get socialized when you're homeschooled?
Very little.
Very little?
Yes.
So it's just you and your mom and dad? That's it?
And their friends. Yeah, I had a sort of a very adult circle growing up.
Really?
Yes, and
So you learn from, well, we all learn from adults, but some of us, they're educators. You just learn from mom's friend, multiplication?
well, we did it through a school program. So on paper, I was
okay.
actually enrolled in a school.
Okay.
But I did it from home.
Okay.
Home. I think they call it independent home studies.
Okay.
But yeah, that was how I did my base learning.
You feel as educated as any other guy out there?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know fractions? Yeah, boy, okay. Yeah, so, not that
I've done
algebra.
them.
Did you?
No.
Algebra never did. Another day.
Yes, I've,
another day I didn't need algebra. You don't need algebra to buy a donut. Let me tell you. So where have you shown in LA that people, our audience? I think I've noticed we have kind of an LA-based audience, but then we archive these shows and they go kind of where they go. Mm-hmm. Where have you shown that we would know about?
We had our first solo show at Gregorio Escalante Gallery
in Chinatown.
In Chinatown. We've shown in BG Gallery at Bergamot.
Oh, at Bergamot Station in Santa Monica. A little easier to get to from where you are. Than Chinatown and all that traffic that everyone always complains about.
That's okay.
It's not that hard.
Yeah,
No.
I agree. It's not that good. You can just Uber there.
We just fly our plane.
Yeah.
So how? Oh, is this a drone?
The DOS house.
Oh, okay. We gotta buy. Now is that a cardboard drafting table?
It is, yes.
Oh, dear.
And there's a cardboard blueprint on the cardboard drafting table.
Wow. Can I ask? Did you show this at the BG Gallery?
No, we actually had that hanging from our studio, and the wire broke and the plane crashed. So
As
the
planes
plane,
do at
the
times.
plane
Dramatically.
was never meant to be shown, I suppose.
Oh no! Oh, so this basically the work is
This-
unavailable.
yes,
it's in a
this is-
private collection.
It is very
Now, would you-
private.
It's in a landfill somewhere.
Oh, okay.
in
You
Inglewood.
didn't try to like say, well, let's make a couple of coffee pots out of.
No, it was kind of depressing. It's a couple weeks work and then it just falls and breaks.
Well, you got great documentation here.
Yeah,
You could
we
sell
got the-
that photo
we got the
too,
photo.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
Is
we-
the photo? You could do a Cibachrome of that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So and this is all shot in your studio in Inglewood.
Yes.
And so you showed BG Day. Now you said you were in Brussels going to Ensor's place. Did you show in Europe?
We didn't.
You just go there to absorb.
Well, actually, I mean, yeah, we went there to see Iggy Pop.
Wait a minute. Okay. At some point, I'm going to have to eat this donut.
Yeah.
The Iggy Pop story. I'm going to eat this donut.
Here we
I
go.
may have an arthritis, a gluten-free or post-gluten thing, but I want you to tell me why you would not just wait for him to come to the House of Blues. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess the House of Blues is closed, right? So why would one go to Belgium? Is it Belgium?
Well, Luxembourg was.
Well, in that case, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, why would one go to Luxembourg to see Iggy Pop?
Well, Iggy's saying that it's his last tour.
Oh,
My brother had never seen him before. Both of my brothers had never seen him before. I'd seen him twice before, and he gave me the best show of my life.
really?
When I was 19 years old.
Where'd you see him?
Irving Plaza in New York.
Oh, okay, so you're already in
and-
college then?
Yeah, and yes, he was gracious enough to sing "No Fun" with his hand on my head to me, and then drag me up on stage with
Wow.
him. And yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. And nobody, I don't know. I would tell the story. I don't know if anybody believed me or not, but Iggy did the same thing to us. My brothers came out too. We all went to Luxembourg. We saw him at this historic abbey that was built in 1400. So you can't imagine a better proscenium for Iggy Pop to come out and do what he does. And he's still as amazing as you could imagine him being. And we were
What,
in the
how
front
did we
row,
get-
and Iggy came and gave each of us Iggy communion once again.
Yes.
And,
Wait.
and he sang with my other brother. He sang Down on the Street, the Stooges song, with my brother Michael.
Okay, well, but I have a question. How are you such an Iggy magnet? Is it just lucky coincidence?
I have no idea.
Right place, right
He
time?
has the sparkle.
Is he
Look
just
at
attracted?
that.
I think Iggy's attracted to you.
I'll take
Maybe.
it.
And
And
Whatever.
your brother, like, hey, that's great. So,
Yeah.
so you go to Luxembourg because you think this is the last chance I have to see. I mean,
It seemed like an event,
Well,
but then we also got to tie that in with going up and around through Belgium, and we got to get inspired there. So
okay, Luxembourg is not. It's a real place, right?
It
It's not
is.
some
It is.
Star Wars city.
it's
No.
Luxembourg City is the capital of the Principality of Luxembourg, or actually it's the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg,
Yes.
right? It's not a principality.
Is there a guy that you meet named?
There's the-
he is the
there's-
Grand Duchy.
I guess
Or
so.
the Grand Duchy means
They
like,
had the big house.
Yeah.
Fancy house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
you can't go in there.
No,
Big fence.
yeah, we didn't try.
I think the person who's going to be visiting that soon is Vladimir Putin. But hey, so where exactly is Luxembourg located?
It is due south of Belgium.
Due south, and it's its own country. Does it have a seat at the UN?
I believe it does.
Yeah, they had UN flags throughout.
Yeah,
No, there's another tiny country called Andorra. Have you ever been there?
I've never been to Andorra, but
'Cause
that's near
they
Spain.
make stamps there.
Yeah.
That's basically. It's a principality,
Right.
and there's
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I said incorrectly. Sorry, Luxembourgians, if you're watching. I did call Luxembourg a principality, but I corrected. It's a Grand Duchy.
It's a Grand Duchy. Then there's a principality of Andorra.
Right.
But
And
do you know-
Monaco's also a principality.
Monaco's okay, but what's the smallest country in the world?
the smallest country in the
Oh,
world.
I might have them. The trivia is getting deep here. The Vatican City.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
Vatican
All
City.
right.
But Monaco is pretty close, and
Yeah.
then I guess Luxembourg and Andorra. So, okay, so it's kind of like a Disneyland trip, right? No roller coasters, but it looks like castles. And
Oh,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
it's beautiful.
Really.
Yeah. So where else have you traveled? Well, where else do you gather inspiration? I mean, besides the 405 at rush hour.
Well,
That
we,
is inspiring.
well, France is a wonderful escape.
And now, have you noticed when you're in your world travels? Let's just say it. In your world travels, do other countries have the vast amount of freely available cardboard as the United
Yes.
States of America? They
Yes,
do?
yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Oh, I just figured we were like wasting all this. No,
We
whoa.
were in Bruges, Belgium on the night that I think every store puts their cardboard out on the streets. And
Bruges,
it was-
Bruges is still. I mean, it's a medieval city. It's still the interior of the city is all still the way it was way back when.
Cobblestone.
So it does look like it
I'm in the Middle Ages, but
Right.
there's piles of cardboard. And so we were just frolicking through the city. And we can
I
live
wish
here.
did you do a video of that? Like,
I think
There's-
you
there's-
posted a photo.
in
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Bruges,
there's-
find discovers cardboard.
Oh, there's a lot of photo evidence.
Would you fly back to Bruges just for the cardboard?
They did have some fine cardboard.
They did have some very
Good
fine
weight.
quality. We're cardboard nerds. We know.
Oh, so
we-
you know a lot about cardboard?
Yes, too much.
Now is cardboard acid free?
No, there's some cardboard that has. I don't know the chemicals that they use on cardboard, but some chemicals, whatever they treat it with produce cardboard, paint just will not absorb into it. Gesso will not absorb into it.
Really? It's like stain repellent.
Yes, and I think it's just to keep produce.
It's
fresh
so if
longer.
the apple is rotten, it doesn't stain the cardboard, so it looks like it's not rotten, and someone buys the case,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cardboard case. Okay.
But so we've learned what the good stuff is. TV boxes.
What?
TV boxes.
TV boxes.
TV boxes.
That's the best cardboard.
That's the best cardboard.
You can't beat a Sony Vizio TV box.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're so strong.
What's it? Is there some secret chemical? Have you analyzed it under a
No,
microscope?
it's
Yeah.
just. I think it's just extremely compressed cardboard.
So it's very flat gesso and paint. Everything applies very evenly.
Yeah,
it's
very
very
dry.
strong. It's very rigid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we? It looks like we're in like a nice.
Oh,
art
you're in the
gallery.
phone
yeah.
booth. See, if we
What's
get
that?
out of the way, there it is.
Oh, there-
Oh, we're in the phone booth in
Yeah.
New Mexico. Hey, is that Breaking Bad TV show? Is that kind of accurate from your experience of
that-
New Mexico?
From your experience
Oh,
as
yeah,
a meth
that's
dealer.
pretty Albuquerque.
yeah? But you were homeschooled, so you didn't have a chemistry. You didn't have a high school chemistry teacher, did you?
Not like that.
Not like that.
No.
Okay, because I just thought of Breaking Bad for some reason, like, and the phone never rang once while you were there.
The phone works to the power of your imagination.
Did anybody pull over and try to make a call?
No, but one guy did pull over and ask us for directions while we were in our cardboard clothes setting up the shot.
And mind you, we've seen nobody for maybe an hour, and a truck comes up and it does the slow rumble. I'm like, okay, what's this?
Oh no!
Is that-
Just from watching Breaking Bad, I would be terrified. I can't go to New Mexico. I just realized because
No.
if anybody comes up to me, I'm going to assume that
No,
Okay.
so
yeah.
so David and I are dressed in our cardboard outfits.
It was also about 95 degrees outside.
Yes, it's very warm. And there's a phone booth it's a cardboard phone booth. And these guys, they pull up. It was like an Escalade truck, and all the windows go down, and there's these guys in hats, and they ask, there's a campground around
Oh,
here.
that's what it was, a campground, right?
Oh, it's terrible. You can look at this as hilarious, but you can also look at it as terrifying. Were you
Yeah.
scared?
So I said, nah, I don't know. And they drove on, and
They didn't comment on your cardboard
No, nothing.
clothes?
It was just-
It was honestly like they didn't even realize that anything was odd.
Yeah.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now do you go back to the homeschool often? Do you go back to New Mexico, or was this just your one like we're gonna go do it and then get?
Oh, we were there for the Fall Arts Festival.
Oh.
We participated in it's called the Paseo.
You were invited into
it
the Fall Arts Festival.
I was coming back to my hometown.
In
as an
mythology,
artist.
the hero always returns home.
I
so
returned home.
it was like a mythical kind of like. But now what? Then you went back to LA. You're in the traffic and the smog, and you could be in magical New Mexico,
Yeah.
returning home. But
Yeah. I need to save up for my retirement home.
so you do a lot. Oh, here we are. We got.
Oh,
yeah,
now
you
we're
got all,
inside.
did you get all the letters right? I'm not going to walk.
Actually,
Well-
the letters are, they're not exactly right. So they're all, each one is a 3-letter word. So I think, what can you see there?
You can see art,
Yep.
but not war, men.
art, but
Sex.
not war. What a great message.
Yeah, so then you can push your own, you can make your own message. And through those keys, you could basically make any call of importance.
You can call your mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can call us, DOS House.
Okay.
No.
So you do a lot of cardboard albums, right?
Yes.
Now, have you done your whole album collection yet?
No,
Nope.
That'd be
that would
impossible.
take a long.
Oh, you have many. Now, do you have a lot of vinyl?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You just said that so firmly, like no CD. Like I never bought a CD in my life.
Yeah.
No.
No, you try not to. Yeah.
No, really. So you're all about the vinyl, but you have to get up and change the size.
That's
It's-
fun. It's interactive.
yes.
Plus,
I
the,
listened
plus the
to
art
it.
is bigger. It's better.
It's fun. It's interactive.
Yes.
The art is bigger. It's
yeah,
better.
you're actually
Okay.
interfacing with the
Here's-
music.
Okay, here's my problem with vinyl. The warp. The
Don't
album,
leave them in the sun.
They warp, but you do. But okay, I
Don't
will
leave
say
them
this.
flat.
Nowadays, when they make vinyl, they actually put an effort in there. But I got to tell you, by the late '70s, early '80s, they were really
Pretty thin.
thinning out, and they would warp. You know, if your room ever reached 85 degrees, you'd get the warp in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So,
Well, I'm not a huge fan of the 180 gram.
100. Whoa.
That's the new.
Okay,
that's
you're
the
talking-
that's the new vinyl that every
The super heavy,
reissue is
thick
out in
stuff.
180 gram.
And it has
very
a big
thick. It's like a
stamp
dinner
of
plate.
180,
180
grams.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't like it.
It's not the best.
Is it not best for sound quality, or you just don't like heavy objects?
No, it's they seem to want to skip more readily. They seem to have more problems. I don't think they press them as well as they used to.
Oh, it's the 1970s calling. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, I'll tell them. You put a nickel on the
No,
needle.
No.
We have a good.
No, doesn't help.
It doesn't help?
Well,
And they-
it'll help
Well-
grind out your records.
Oh. So that's why Devo started sounding like country western.
They get tinnier and tinnier every time you play it.
You know,
Yeah.
you just described why I got
Yeah,
rid of
little
mine.
curly cues of vinyl on the
Wow,
outside.
wow, wow. So when you do record, okay, let's say you're going to do like some record. Have you ever done a record store? Like
No.
as an installation? Is that something you might aspire to, like a future installation?
We could, but each record takes so long.
Because you're basically recreating the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
four sides,
We're
and we do
serial
the.
number accurate.
Whoa, you're really nerding out there.
Yes, we do.
And is there only one brand of cardboard you can use for your records?
We prefer to use thinner stuff, kind of like
Oh, yeah.
chipboard for that.
Now when we say cardboard, we all have the mental impression, I believe, of basically brown, this kind of beige brown packing. I mean, different shades. But do you ever use white? I don't know the proper term when I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, the
But like-
cardboard
like-
snobs. But is there? There's that stuff that's not quite foam core, but it's thick and it's like the paper for an album cover or that type of stuff. Do you ever use stuff like that, or do you strictly use?
It's not all corrugated.
Oh!
But there are different types of cardboard.
There
So
are
there are
different
things
types
called
of
like chipboard, which doesn't have the corrugated piece
it's
in the
thinner.
middle. It's just thinner. But
Okay.
it's just a mashed pulp paper.
Okay.
But it's thicker than paper. So yeah, we will use that.
Yeah.
Um,
It doesn't get you into trouble with the cardboard snobs?
well, it's cardboard.
Oh, well, now what if isn't there like a faction that believes
I haven't
corrugated?
yet met a corrugated snob.
A corrugated snob?
I've never
No?
met one of them.
No?
No.
A chipboard snob? No?
No.
No? It does. Okay, so it's a pretty open community.
Yeah.
I would think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
You guys play along great. Okay, is this a chandelier in front of us? Or we
It
having
is.
dinner?
Oh, that was our
Oh,
table.
There's your dinner table. Now
So
this
that's
is-
actually the biggest. I mean, as far as lengthwise, that was probably what, 12 feet or so, and then we did forced perspective on it, so it really felt about like 15 feet. The table.
okay. So you made it like a parallelogram.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, smaller at the end.
So now, did you study that at home school, high school?
Well,
that was my
geometry does help a little
geometry
bit.
does help, and
It
so
does.
you did.
You need angles.
Did you ever get bad grades though?
I would. I
Really?
mean, if you have to
You
study
didn't get
still.
bad grades. What
Bad grades at home
grades
is
did
like
you
at
get?
my house
Well,
is a spanking. So
well,
help me out here. You know?
Nah, is you have to pass enough to you have to say the right
Wait,
answers.
Are you
to
eating
think.
that donut?
I ate the damn donut. Good.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you need help?
I'm
turn-
waiting for the gluten-free reaction here.
I'll turn the doorknob.
I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that was happening until it happened.
I was eating them. I got powdered sugar all over the black
Yeah.
couch here. I mean, we're having donuts with Das House here. You can come on down to Drone Box Studios and
We
help
should
me
make
finish.
donuts.
Yeah, we should make them.
I've got another donut here for you.
Mm.
Eliza, are you hangry again? Yeah, okay, she's plugging away on the sketch. So let's talk. In addition to bonding over your art, we've had great discussions, the three of us, on music. Who are your favorite musicians?
Bob Dylan. I'll start.
Is
Rolling.
it top of the pyramid?
Well, it's hard to beat Bob.
Desert Island Disc.
Only one? That's hard.
The Desert Island Disc Challenge.
Yeah. But But it would be very easy to have Highway 61.
Highway
Yeah.
61.
You'd
Revisited.
never get sick of that.
Never get sick of that.
Yeah.
It's got a couple different styles of music there.
Yeah.
Blood on the Tracks.
I would say
Blood
Blood
on
on
the
the
Tracks.
Tracks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know. We got a little fight here.
Yeah.
So you're both Bob Dylan.
That's as intense as the argument.
That was the biggest fight.
Well, I think that
It's
we-
it's the biggest fight we've ever had.
Yeah, it's all over.
Okay, so you compromise with Blonde on Blonde?
Actually, if we were going to compromise, it probably wouldn't be Blonde on Blonde, though, would it?
Just don't say Empire Burlesque. Oh, God.
Hey, you know what? One of his best songs is on the B-side of that record.
What's that?
It's Dark Eyes.
Oh, Dark Eyes is great.
Dark
That's
Eyes is great.
It's the only good song
It
on that
is.
album. Yes, it's a good. It might be his best song of the '80s besides Joker Man.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're really nerding out. I can't nerd out with Cardboard.
That's all right. We can talk about Dylan for like
What did
4
you
hours.
think of the selection by the Nobel Prize Committee to give Bob Dylan the 2016 Nobel Prize in Literature? You didn't feel it was controversial? You felt it was obvious somehow?
Well, name a poet who's had more import in the past 50 years.
But is import the overriding need as opposed to, say, somebody who says, well, songwriting isn't, or singing isn't even literature?
Well, I would differ with that. I mean, is making cardboard sculpture not a sculpture just because it's cardboard?
Okay. Oh, hey, there's your car park.
Yeah.
There it
Car's
is.
parked on the street. I'm in the
Chungking
way.
Road.
Oh, there we go. Hey, so your car parked here on Chungking Road. Did it have a stereo in it?
Well, no, because they didn't.
They didn't.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such an old car.
Yeah.
You had to concentrate on driving back in the old
had,
days.
It had the round
Center console.
Yeah, center console that just has the speedometer and the tachometer and
And
that
gas.
was it.
Fuel.
Okay. So no music. No music allowed.
No music in that.
Okay. So and that was parked outside, and it did fine in the weather, right?
It was out.
It
for
didn't rain, thankfully.
No.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay. So it didn't
No.
get rained on. So yeah, because we got a drought going on.
Yeah.
Perfect time to make outdoor cardboard art, right?
Right, and I don't know how it would last in the rain.
Yeah. Wait. Well,
It does have, I mean, several
It's
layers of
acry-
acrylic on it, and it does
Yeah.
have varnish on it.
I wouldn't dip our objects
In
in
water.
water, but if water was
I wouldn't
to
dip most
splash,
paintings.
It'd be okay.
and I think you're safe there because I wouldn't go to the Norton Simon and say, well, this is only a great artwork if we can soak it.
Does
So
does this saturate?
yeah. Let's see if the Zubron painting.
But I would say
can-
for storage, it's probably better for people to have a space indoors.
yes.
Yes.
Don't store your
Advised.
Van Goghs or your Das House sculptures.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So we're good. We're good on that. We're agreeing on that. Okay. So now you're a
Ooh.
matador.
I am,
Yes.
but instead of a sword, I carry a large paintbrush.
What inspired this?
It was just after our trip to Spain. Actually, we went.
I can imagine that.
It was,
Having a
yes.
little influence
Yeah.
on that.
And
yeah. Okay.
we went to the bull ring. It was in
Sevilla.
and they had the bullfighter's costume, and I was taken by the costume, but I was opposed to what the costumes represented.
You feel that bullfighting is immoral.
It's quite.
It's not the nicest thing
It
to
is
do
not
to a
very
bull.
nice.
It's okay. It's
quite-
not nice.
Quite gruesome.
There are kinder ways
There
to
are.
make a steak.
Yes. So I switched the blade,
To a
the
paintbrush.
saber, to a
From
paintbrush.
one of destroying to one of creating.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the Das House ethos, would you
It
say?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking ugly things and making them pretty.
Now, do you ever do commissions?
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
What have you been commissioned to do?
We just finished the poster for next year's Las Vegas Jewish Film Festival.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, but it's not a piece of cardboard sculpture.
Well,
It's more
the
a design.
The poster is actually all created out of cardboard, and then we photographed it so that could be printed.
Okay, so it has the appearance. Okay, so
Yeah.
you could sell the original too if you.
Yeah.
Or do you have to give it to him?
Well, we're
Sure.
planning on bringing it to him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and when is that?
January of next year.
January of. This could be
2017.
archived.
Oh, yeah,
You could be watching this in
January.
2020,
Yes.
and you're going to drive to Vegas. And be like, where's the Das House?
Well,
poster?"
it'll always probably be in January.
It'll be in
Yeah.
January,
Yeah.
but their Das House poster not necessarily.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
2017.
Yes, January
We're taking this.
2017.
It is December of 20. Oh, look.
There.
Go.
Yep.
Oh, you got some. You should. Oh, I was pinching my nipples there. Oh yeah. Okay, well there you are. You're looking pretty serious there.
Yes, I take my art very seriously.
Yeah. You're a little too. It's a little too. I look at you as a little more lighthearted than this photo might. This photo belies your
This
lightheartedness.
is just to mix things up a little bit.
She is still dressed head to toe in cardboard.
Yeah, this is now you didn't bring cardboard. You didn't bring cardboard.
It's very difficult to sit
today.
in, especially in cardboard pants.
Oh, so
Yeah.
but you could build that functionality into them, right?
But then I would have to be here the entire time.
Oh, because once you stood up,
Then that
it bends.
would be a
It could
problem.
Like a
It's very
mannequin.
embarrassing.
Cardboard pants are very challenging.
Yeah.
So do you travel to the event and then put on your
Yes.
cardboard clothes? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, you weren't hitchhiking in Albuquerque.
No,
wearing-
no.
No.
Okay. Just gotta. Did you store it in the phone? Were your clothes stored in the phone booth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It's not a cardboard purity only. What are we looking at here?
oh, those are my
her shoes.
shoes.
Oh, okay.
Those are cardboard shoes.
And
with
what's
a-
that at your feet?
That's a photograph.
Oh.
Just yeah.
Now, do your feet ever hurt when you wear the cardboard
Oh,
shoes
yes.
after a while? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's.
But we don't wear the actual cardboard shoes when we go out because they
No,
have
for
to be
art
functional.
openings, I do actual
They're
shoe
replicas.
replicas.
So there are points.
But those everyone that you see in a photograph are real cardboard shoes.
but you are compromising your integrity completely by not wearing. just teasing.
I-
Just razzing
Give me
you.
that much.
Okay, so
I want to be able to step in a puddle freely.
Yeah.
So look, we only got a few minutes left. I want to, though, before we go, examine the sketch from the sketcher's seat
Ooh.
of Das House.
I'll play over your shoulder.
I'm passing it to you. Hold it up to the camera after you take a nice look
There we
at
are.
it. And that is straight from the sketcher's seat.
I love it.
Das House, David and Zoe. It's been a pleasure.
That's Zoe. That's David.
Yes, it's.
Oh well, I was doing it in left to right.
Yes.
But we can do the Japanese and Hebrew way of going Zoe to David. That's fine. Okay. We can go Jackson Pollock, Lee Krasner. Okay. So well, thank you very much for coming on to Modern Art Blitz. I hope I wasn't stumping you with those influence questions.
It's been fun. Yes, it's hard.
You're true originals. Well, one could argue you are true originals. And in that sense, I've always respected what you do as some of the most interesting and original art being made in Los Angeles and the world today, because this is an international city.
Hello, Luxembourg.
Hey, and if you're in, I'm going to check the stats on the website, and there's going to be a .lx. I'm sure the Dutchie will be watching. For my lovely intern Eliza.
You're touching me with your donut hand.
This was my donut hand. This was my donut hand.
God.
This is not this. There's no donuts. And we have one donut for you, the lucky viewers who enjoyed the show today. For
No,
Das
you don't.
House and for everybody at Dronebox, my producer Abel Alejandre, we will be back next week live at 5 with another edition of Modern Art Blitz.
Scars, a place for scream. Welcome to Hollywood. Did you come here for a reason, or just because you could? Thank